if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We have to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you. If you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to make political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you. You are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate.
If you are joining us,
you have to sacrifice for it.
We are taking our money service from this station.
If you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only you can do to comment
to defend our land,
social
how we will come together to protect our land. I'm here to let you know that Biafra, it is a Biafra. It is a BTV Biafra. It is a Sonia Aparawa Biafra. It is a Mama Olowu Biafra. It is a Adadio Ramma Biafra. It is a Van Biafra. It is a Biafra. This Moge. So, wepo anomoka some people de la platform Adadio Ramma. Well, I say obrola died obola ngozi ora beze for mo say chori pay for oge chukunke. I want to hear one thing our PM say you can hate me all you like but love Biafra. He said I don't need you to love me. I don't need you to, because you are bringing it for yourself and your generation. So that is what I want to let us know. It does not Biafra. So some people are thinking maybe like a web our PM. You are dreaming. Understand? Go and acting prime minister again, mega as support for Biafra. That is good and fine. You can go and relax. Our PM will say, Ghana no run like I saw trying in Biafra. Then obviously, then you forget German focus on the beginning. But at the end, you will know that Obohe Oge Chukun Azotaria. Oboho Momo Sonia Parawa, Ela Azotaria. For your future generation. For I just come to learn this foundation before we go to our morning program. Okay? So, because Biafra, Biafra la mass, therefore, Biafra line. I had that kind of take. I had the paneba kind. Preach OTJ si were love Oge Chukwunkere OTJ si were fialanya mba I be that this is what you must do to make sure landiro enwere da alaban benam lanna gị ịghọtago. So weapon promise gị weapon hatred gị one thing ị ga-enwe bụ buru Biafra load. Ọ bụrụ na ị mụrụ that code Biafra 4 ọ bụrụ ibia n'obi Biafra bụ ebumnobi gị leche ịla ụlọ n'obodo ị nọ letego tired. You know, one of my brothers called me and be crying. I had been here for over 40 years. Many people are crying there. Actually, over 40 years. For over 40 years. Almost grandchildren. I never come home. I want to come home. And only option to me to come home is Biafra restoration. It's awesome. You know what? On 2019, I got my international passport because of for the sake of Biafra. Yaka, one woman who's from one way for Futa Gallon jump one bam to destroy everything. Also with them, I was in Finland. But it's because of the love we have for our nation, Biafra, we endure everything. But you, none in novel last. Okay, thank you. That Mama Olo, Mama Biafra, clearly the air on this program to you to understand the info. Not about today. Can go to fight about this government. Mama Olo will give the testimony here. How Ogechuku can deliver this government? How Ogechuku was sponsoring this government without anybody knowing from the back. Ogechuku can actually touch or Kosilazo. Today, now, okay, now, in that salam, that's your accountability. Everything is exposed here. People will name. When I'm from us, what will be your priority book? Time will time Biafra. Only Biafra first. Keep your love for everybody. Keep your hatred for everybody. Let's get our freedom. Huh? I was a freedom. I am what the freedom. Man, I don't over political position. You tell me we are deputy Jesus. No. Here is Okute BTV, where you hear the bitter truth. Nothing but the truth. I had that twice. Nothing but the truth. So we come here to make you to understand that you need to fight for your freedom. It's your right. It's your right. So let's begin this show. Because support this program by sharing it and click and like and subscribe to our YouTube. Very, very important. We can invite you to the program. We live with love. I didn't make bad comments ever. Nigeria bụ obodo Chineke gosiri nye anyị. Anyị chọrọ bụ udo na ọganihu. O nyere anyị niile anyị ga-eji bie ezi ndụ n'ime ya dịka ụmụ ya. Anyị chọrọ bụ ndị ndu, anyị achọghị ndị ọzọ. Anyị achọghị you must bow. We don't bow for anybody. We don't bow. Naanị ndị Igbo n'ụwa niile bụ ndị anọrọ ọdụ na-ekpere chi ha. We talk to our God one on one. Talk of human being or to us to bow to any image. To any human being. Never. This is the way that I live now. So let's join us as we start this program and like and share and subscribe. You know when share this program, comment and like. People that laugh for our stream, laugh for the gospel, then from there they will be subscribing to the YouTube. Many are all this opportunity I learned from 1967 to 1970. As you line with this opportunity of media, just or share to your village platform. Share to your own. Make us see a rule, make a rule. What we will catch is a line on all about Igbo. Ọkụ na-agba ala Igbo ifuru ihe mere ụzọ Abalị road yesterday. Fulani n'ọba anyị o, Fulani herdsmen, Fulani terrorists n'ọba anyị n'ọhịa ma n'ụzọ. Nke bụ ha pụta kidnap bọs ibe niile nwe ya iweta million. Ọ bụ ihe ka anyị ga-akọ awa afọ a ka anyị chọrọ. Biko ala Biafrans na-agba ọkụ. Biafrans na-agba ọkụ. Anyị nyere ịchọpụta ndebe anyị. Biko ha yọ ka anyị nọ biko ọdụ otu ọbụla si mee ka na onye mmehie ya gbaghara ihe m chọrọ bụ ka anyị nwechaba anyị biko we can get this freedom biko please nobody is here for power monger. Ịfụla onye bụ power monger ikere daigbo ọchịchịrị ahụ ya hụrụ ahụ ịfụla ka ochi bịa otisa gọọmenti anyị but by God grace ihe niile ala bịa kelasi nọma. Only way he gets will support all this freedom go donate. Because very important. Gala the name. That donate yeah. Donate. Donate. Ogo Kolono de Monade. It donate like this website. Obrupani de no homeland. Make actually they recognize your state. From your state you will recognize your country. From your country you can be donating. Ogo Kolono de already. Manale when they go over the donate like this government is allowing. Immediately Biafra is restored. Biafra government will pay you some sorry. Biafra government will and of which name I want every resources. He may live a better life. He will live like a being to stand on your head. Because support for this government. I hope my voice is coming out. Let me know. Let me see by the comment section. If my voice is not coming out, let me know. Thank you. Let's proceed. Yeah, let's go. So let's move on and move.
Set the ball rolling.
So,
we welcome all Biafrans all over the globe who have stood the tide of the suffocation, the tide of confusion, the tide of disunity, the tide of those that speak English very well that call it the quagmire. Like the politicians of Nigeria would say it. We salute all Biafrans who have not disappointed the Prime Minister, who have not disappointed our Supreme Leader, who have not disappointed the Biafran people as a whole, who have stood their ground to this very day. Kudos to all of you, because it is only when good men that the Biafra government will keep quiet, that evil will strike. But today, there are many of you that have a reason to speak up against the powers of deception and evil that be. And the God of Biafra is the one standing beside you, supporting you, and giving you the boldness to stand.
My name is Musa Dale. I'm a professor of secondary in computer science, and my partnership that we have with professional education has allowed us.
Any fell off, many stood their ground. Our arms are wide open to welcome everybody back. Yes, it is our. It's not my Biafra. It's not Mwaba or Kimbaram. It is not Emilike's Biafra. It is not John Ebo's Biafra. It is not Betty Ada's Biafra. It is not Pastor Van Vam's Biafra. It is not Choma's Biafra. It is not Obi's Biafra. No, it is our collective Biafra. So we need to put our hands together to make things work. Some of you made mistakes because of deception. Yes, we forgive all of you unanimously. We welcome all of you back. We want all of you back on board because we have a common enemy, and that common enemy is the one Nigerian terrorist. With all the occupational terrorists that they have sponsored, one person cannot be able to take them all down. Everybody have to work with unity of purpose like this. When we stand like this, the enemies will not be able to push us down. But when we are scattered everywhere, it is very, very possible for the enemies to utilize our weaknesses to be able to take us down. So we call on all Biafrans and we embrace all of you that have seen the light and understand the truth. Prime Minister sent a message. Every Biafran should fall back to BRGIE because it is on BRGIE that we gathered in Helsinki in 2023. It is on BRGIE that we unveiled everything that has been working, starting from the Biafra Liberation Army, which has become the lifeline of this very government. It is on BRGIE that we engage the American senators and lawmakers. It is on BRGIE, a handshake with the Speaker of the American Congress, the number 3 man in the world. It is on BRGIE that we gathered again in Latin. BRGIE extracted the document of declaration with 517 delegates of the Biafran extract gathered globally from that. On BRGIE, we shall get the liberation of USB in the homeland actualized. On BRGIE, we shall get the recognition of USB in diaspora recognized. But the standpoint is BRGIE. The recognition of the United States of Biafra in diaspora is solely dependent on the liberation of Biafra in the homeland. That is why, while we wail, while we cry, while we gather on daily basis to speak, the Zoo terrorists in the homeland are intensifying their effort to see us up. And that is why we must continue to open the front for them to walk in and swallow them. Yes. We've seen our women and children wailing and crying in a Yamufu. Yes. That is because of the sabotages of those within and without. We've also seen the Zoo government singing praises of themselves, having frozen some account that they claim of our Biafrans. They think this can lay us weak. No, we have seen these tactics and templates before. And the message of the Biafran government to the Biafran people is that do not be deterred, do not be weakened, do not be moved, because it is a strategy and a template and a method of warfare to weaken your strength, John Mood. The enemies of Biafra understands quite well that we are at the last stage after the declaration of the restoration of the United States of Biafra. What holds us now is the liberation in the homeland. When Biafra land is totally liberated in the homeland, the shackles are fully destroyed, and they know that we are playing a multi-dimensional approaches game, both in the homeland and in diaspora. We are engaging the American government and every other international communities. That is why they have sent in enemies within to work with the enemies without, to be able to distort our focus. We are not moved, and we will not be derailed in any iota. So Biafran people are hereby admonished to be what? Consistent, never going back, resilient, and stand your ground, because we are there already. We have blocked the Rubicon already. It is in our hands. It's just for us to actualize.
Hi, looking for an easy and profitable monetization option with super high CPM rates? It seems Monetag SmartLink is exactly what you need. What is Smart?
The gifts and the fruit of the, so that you will understand what there are inside of it. I welcome all Biafrans. I welcome all the deceived before that have returned, and I welcome those that will be coming back. And another message, No video, no message, no communication, no press briefing coming from the Biafra Defense Forces should be analyzed by the media team going forward. The messages are not for you. Don't use it to do broadcasts. Don't use it to analyze. Don't try to interpret it. Don't look for the meaning. We cook food and keep for the enemies of Biafra. They have to eat and get poach. So even if you hear the name of Minister of Information inside the press briefing of Biafra Defense Forces, leave it there. Give a message to the enemies of Biafra so that they get busy with it and get confused why intelligence continue to play. So don't waste your time going to analyze what is happening there. The same thing applies to the legal team of the Prime Minister and also to the legal team of Onyendu, our Supreme Leader. Don't waste your time. Try to analyze any press briefing coming into it. We don't want you to go into that. Allow those that are working behind the scene to do their work. The result will be playing out. Yes. So, it's another day. We welcome all Biafrans. The enemies of Biafrans are shaking with the unity and reunification of the Biafran people because we on daily basis understand our weaknesses and we are working on it to make sure the enemies do not capitalize on our weaknesses. It has happened before, but in this very time, only when you kill all of us that you will be able to bring down the Biafran government, because the foundation which it was built is the one that nobody born of man or woman will be able to bring it down. Thank you so much to all Biafrans. Our women are crying and our men and babies and children. All we have to do is to do what? Use every avenue to create the awareness, to talk to people, to call our friends and families and those that are come down and join us to unanimously liberate the homeland against the Okan terrorists. Nobody will do it for us. America will not listen to you. Europe will not listen to you. Russia or UK or Africa will not listen to you if you don't have a strong defense mechanism in the homeland. That is why they say charity begins at home. Let us brainstorm in the homeland first before those that we are going to meet would take us serious. So we decide how the vision and the game plan will go, coming to come and help us or give us listening ears. Donald Trump is seated in his office. Ukraine president have to come all the way from Ukraine to come and meet him. So it's not Donald Trump that has the problem, right? Aha! It's Ukraine president that has the problem. He has to go and look for Trump, where Trump is. So what are you doing so that when you go and meet Trump, you can table it on the table of Trump? It is in the homeland. That is where the game starts. So that the enemies will not have glory. So that when we go out, we can speak boldly and deliver. And every Biafran, the Biafra Defense Forces, we salute because you are the ones making us to be alive of Biafra. So, to open the fundraising, we want Mama Onowu, who has come to grace Biafrans reunification, to now say hi to Biafrans and to clarify a few things that she may want to say before we hit into the fundraising. Welcome, Mama Onowu. We are honored to have you, and thank you for being Mama Biafra once again in our lifetime. Over to you.
I was broke, stuck, and frustrated until I discovered this skill. No, it's not crypto. Not
Thank you, Honorable. I call him the wise one. I don't even care about any other name he has, because he has all from the onset has exhibited wisdom. I gave him that name, the wise one, Akbarawa, and he's my son. Okay, so thank you, Biafrans. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. All I have in my heart is Biafra. For me, Biafra comes first. And that should be for everyone. That is what the Guinness Book defines patriotism as. If you are patriotic towards your country comes first. You come second. God comes first, your country, then you. You see how Americans and other nations, they will even paint their flag on their face. That's how they take their country. You make your country a cheap to you, except you. It's what you present people know whether to rescue. How we fight out there, we have to show some civilization. I like what Elias, that video, he has started to start instructing us. I very much loved it. I watched it yesterday. That I'm king, I'm queen. That we have to start coming down so that we won't allow anger. If we can't do something, nobody can do it. Just like he came Guru Rago said, instead of Simon bringing Biafra, let Biafra don't come. Wrong, na Biafra gadi, amadi. Okay, is the land by grandparents. The other ones have their land, the ones have their land. If Biafra goes to the north to fight for the Ofaki de Jawani, I don't know what support. I know sure. But this young man, that's why I have so much respect for him. Also, it's either Biafra or I'm lower 6 feet. He's been tortured, everything been done to him, he's still clinging on Biafra. Then when it comes to us, that we're not being held, we can't even. He is in that dungeon. They are torturing him, but he still comes out to show us what it means to be courageous. Not being afraid before your enemies. Being as white as snow, whiter than white. That's what Biafrans are supposed to be. That's how we used to be. Before the white man came and changed our culture and everything. They stole everything from us. China didn't even make it any better. They started making all these foolish red caps. Everybody there is a red cap. Not knowing what onions and andiozo. They don't steal, they don't sleep with another man's wife, and they don't or whatever. Yeah, when you do that at 12 noon, when the sun is up, you're walking, the spirits will push you down. It happens. I witnessed this in 1970 when truth was still there. But now we have so denigrated ourselves. The soil is so soiled, we are doing things that we are not supposed to do. There is sin in the land. And that sin, not until we identify it, confess it, because God said, if my people who are called by my name will forsake their sins, look at heaven. I will heal the land. God has to heal our land, but it has to start from us. Being able to tell ourselves the truth. So today, I want to clarify a few things. Tell you, because I know a lot. Yes.
Building AI agents that can speak is now easier than ever.
Hi, what would you like to talk about today?
Introducing conversational AI with 11 Labs. Build, test, and deploy.
Ukere was already was giving donations anonymously, 1,000 every time. Through the Omoada, we used to do that fundraising, Omoada fundraising. He was always bringing $1,000. He doesn't want to be announced. So finally, the Omoada convinced him to board. Why will you be doing that without being recognized? Come on board and join. So I'm not mistaken. He joined us. He joined early 2023, and then there was need for money. He loaned government $68,000, which Odogu is aware of. I know all these things. I might not be speaking, but I'm always in know of what's going on. He loaned 68,000. Then when he wanted to start paying back, Nkosi refused. Dr. Abeze refused. They were arguing about it. That is the quarrel. Yes. That 68,000 he loaned. Dr. Abeze said, no, it's not good. So that's the beginning of the quarrel. And this continued. So Dr. Abeze, when she joined us, was when they auctioned the dragon. And the defense minister was the one she was saying her money, Dr. Sam. It was like man, woman. We were behind us for a woman to win it. The men were behind Dr. Sam. They kept on until finally, because he was able to purchase that dragon. So before now, she wasn't in the picture. So through when Umuada she bought it. And now Dr. Abeze, the Defense Minister Mazoka, to introduce to Simon. All this while, he does not know Simon, does not know him. Madam Azoka one made the connection between Simon and Dr. Abeze. So now, because of that something, they had their issues. Every time they are having issues, and Simon is trying to mediate with them. So the cabinet knows when we will come to the cabinet meeting. And Ngozi, what did Nkere do to you? And nothing. Nkere, what did Ngozi do to you? You know, you can bring personal agenda into nation building. I have my issues with Nkere, but it does not stop me from being, because Biafra always, for any person who is matured and intentionally what they are doing. So they carry this quarrel going on, no matter what they are like passengers. Then they got into it before me. I joined in Monday. That day, it's between Ruby and Ngozi and Dr. Ruby. I guess I'm not getting to know him. So as I was the one who made the comment between Simon and. So now, of that 68,000 thing, they had their issues. Every time they are having issues, and Simon is trying to mediate with them. Some of you in the cabinet knows when we will come to the cabinet meeting. Because what did Nkere do to you? And nothing. Nkere, what does he do to you? You cannot bring personal agenda into nation building. I have issues with Nkere, but it does not stop me from being, because Biafra always comes first. For any person who is matured and intentionally what they are doing. So they carry this quarrel going on, no matter what, they are like cats and dogs. Then they got into mandate before me. I joined in the mandate. That day, it's between Ruby and Ngozi and Dr. Ruby and Dr. Rabez are not getting along. Dr. Ngozi and Nkere are not getting along. Dr. Ngozi and Imam Madabuna, they are not getting along. So eventually, Simon, being full of wisdom, and a little boy in a man's body. Yes, that young man has wisdom. He was managing it.
Please help us.
So he now said, okay, since you two cannot get better in this group, I want to lose any. Let's split it. That was when it was split. And then we have the Biafran government. Go and be doing your own fundraising. One day be doing your own fundraising. That was how the detachment came. And then we have, that became the third place to be putting in money. We have IPOB in USA, .org/donate. We have Dimension Mandate, the one that is registered in the state of Georgia as a non-profit organization with the conditions to help out people in war-torn zone, women and children, with Biafra qualified for. So we were doing this, and then, PM does not want mandates coming out in the open. We would always do our fundraising every 2 weeks. So this is the crux for people that don't know. So they can this anger for both of us outside. The same thing with Ruby, Dr. Ruby and Dr. Rabeze. They have started from people's store. Both of them were in Georgia. They brought it into the group. In all these things. If you're looking for a nation, then another thing verify the issue that Nkere refused to give account. That thing was deliberate. Sit up and listen to me. Let me tell you what happened. From what Ngozi sent out information to people to come and give an account. Why I believe it was so is because of Odogu's actions. You can deduce certain things when you're giving. You watch and see what was done. That's how when you do a scientific work, you do all the experiment, then you finally conclude because this A plus 1 plus 1 is 2. So I was able. Okay, that day, if it were to be Odogu that called for that accountability, Odogu does not allow anybody. He's such a macho guy, and he's in the military too. Those military people, that's how they think. It's me, myself, and I. So they don't like anybody cutting their powers. I know people, when you do what you're not supposed to do or use the system, he disciplines you right away. So if it had been Odogu that asked for that accountability, when Nkere was driving 3 hours to where he was going, and he was called to give his account, and he turned on his video to show he's driving. Odogu would have brought it back and say, okay, come and give us that account on another day. But Odogu did not say that. Do you know what Odogu said? Odogu started telling us the importance of the job, the sacrifice Nkere is doing, and so on. Why he did that, from what I used, is he does not want to start up anywhere. He did not want to run because he knows that these two people don't get along. So, and moreover, Onyendu, I worked with him. Onyendu will never allow us to announce the account of Biafrans on air. You know why? He told us that if we ever announce how much we have, the Zoom will know how much we have to buy, and then they will triple it. So no matter anyway, they will always be ahead of us. So because of that, even when you want to Nenanya, say, leave Nenanya alone. Nenanya will never say, okay, this month we got 100,000. This month we got 200,000. But there's a committee where they have it enclosed so that the rest of the world does not know. So that's exactly why what no nation sees there, tells you how much they have. They can start telling you, oh, we have. They can tell you how much in debt they are. They won't. They won't tell you how many gold bags they have. So any nation that will be announcing that will be opening themselves up for the enemy. As a matter of fact, some of these nations, like America, they will balloon their military. That is to push in other nations. They might not have as few, they might not have as much weaponry, but what they project, they tell you, oh, the recruiting this month superseded what it was by this time 15 years ago. These are all political gimmicks they're doing. Yes. So for him not to have announced that, on thinking and seeing what transpired, Nkere was right when he was being called to give that account, not to give it. Because our supreme leader never allowed that, and we're following his footsteps. And other nations don't do that. And it did not come from Odogu, because if it had come from Odogu, he would have told him, I want you, after you've been there, we will have an emergency cabinet meeting, and then you will come and do that. Odogu does that. Emergency cabinet meeting, and you won't say no. So these are the things I want to clarify. And again, right here, I want you guys to cut out this and put it out there. For Dr. Ngozi Orabeze to come out, I'm challenging her, because 247 and those people to call anybody names have said no more calling names. That I don't know why I came out was because I was refused a cabinet. Dr. Ngozi Orabeze knows I warned her. Do not give me any position. I want to be out there so that if anybody is misbehaving, I will call them to order. They will not tell me to stay in my lane. As a matter of fact, God put me, just like Onyendu said, there are people God put for this Biafra, and I am one of them. Because 72 years ago, the family are already 7. There are already 7 children. 2.5 years later, Mama and Papa had me. And my sisters were already in Britain, late 40s. They were already in Britain studying. One was in Newcastle upon Tyne, one was in Halifax. And they told them a baby is on the way. After 4.5 years, they say, no way. Our classmates have 1 sibling. We say we have 6 siblings, and you're trying to bring in another one. No way. No, about her. That's why my name is Uchenna. That was after 4. And I believe God has been serving me all this while because of what he wants me to do for him in Biafra. And I keep telling them, God did not call me to come and take up position. God called me to be on my knees for Biafra. When we went to Maryland, you guys, some of you might not know what I did there. God revealed everything to me. I went from 2 a.m. almost 3 a.m. I was in that building with my bare feet anointed, going around praying before we will meet. The devil was saying, you have your bare feet, you don't even have insurance, assuming you get a cut here. I don't have anybody there, but that's what God wants me to do. I was going on, anointing the doorknobs, the rails, the windows, everywhere. If you guys remember, you will see that I stood up all through. I took charge. I didn't eat, not minding that I did not go to bed early. I was still able to come out to do what God wants me to do. I prayed, I anointed, I did everything. Same thing when we went to Finland. God showed me what I need to do. And I was taking control of, as I was flying over, all those oceans, all those rivers, all those marine powers and everything. When I landed on Finland soil, I stepped my foot on it and took control of that. You remember Odogu said, I'm not taking credit. Odogu said, never had anything so peaceful when we went to Finland in 2023 at Helsinki. That he has never seen. We were in camaraderie, everybody was happy. And even when we used to do as in Umada fundraising that we used to do, I think every 2 weeks or so. After we do a fundraising, like family, we will go to Nsuku, we will stay there with Odogu, we will be talking and chatting, and that guy has so much wisdom. He will ask a question, and if to answer it, he will tell us, okay, you guys go. The next time, find out the answer and come. It was camaraderie. So what happened? So I needed Biafrans to know between Nkere and Ngozi. The thing that started it was the 68,000 Nkere loaned us. When it's time to start paying, Ngozi, Dr. Rabeze refused. So that was the spark of their initial quarrel. So this morning, if you see the way, I haven't even had anything, I'm so mad. I woke up to people in Biafra land being arrested. Those people that paid into that account in Nigeria, now they are picking them and arresting them. You think they will let them come out free? They will either kill them and sell their body parts or whatever. This is what Dr. Rabeze created, because when she wanted to expose their numbers, Udozo can attest to that. He is the Secretary of State. Udozo attest to that, still on the platform. He wrote a lengthy piece telling her that it's not safe. They should procure a second number that could be published rather than their main number where they could track them. She put her feet on and said no. So all these are happening. So she will have to be held accountable. Dr. Rabeze has to be held accountable for these children that she lured into going to pay money there, and now they are arresting them. Nobody, will she send attorneys over there to go defend them? No. We're comfortable in America. You wake up from your bed, you eat your breakfast, lunch. I saw a video where one man who thinks he knows how the military works and was challenging, telling General Gentle Yahoo that he must apologize, otherwise the enemy camp will get him. Who is the enemy camp? I'm saying, comes to General Iwebutu, General Gentle, we will hold you accountable. We will hold you accountable. That we don't pay them. They have sacrificed their lives. Living in the forest, in a nation. Do something about this. I'm challenging you. You know, I never asked you for a position. As a matter of fact, remember you were pushing me to take the DON position. I said no. I'm a registered nurse. I don't have my master's. There are people who are more qualified than me. I'm not going to take it. You are pushing me to take that position. I refuse. I told you not to put me in your secretarial thing. You did not. I didn't know there's a second list coming out. Not until people started calling me, congratulating me. I said, what are you congratulating me? Oh, for your position, and you're in charge of this. I said no, and I was calling her. She did not answer. I think it was after 2 days. By then, the thing has already spread. I told her, I warned you. I don't want any position. So people think that I don't, because I was not offered a cabinet position. I don't know what position that I could be offered more than what God has announced me. I'm not here to seek for position. I'm not here to chase cloud. It leads me to do. So on this suggestion, Dr. Rabeze, are you funding? Are you giving us money? You repair Caterpillar and Sapele, you know, pick out these people. Now, Caterpillar and Sapele, they are looking for Gentle to kill. If anything happens to Gentle, you will be held accountable. This is it for me for now. But as the Lord leads me, I will be coming from time to time to talk to you people. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ideji ọnọdụ.
Nne m ka ma ọ nọdụ ọ ga-adị mma.
Thank you, Mama. You have let the cat out of the bag again.
Biafran is
Entire Biafran people have gotten your message. We appreciate your courage and your dedication to the Biafran people and to Biafra and to the Prime Minister and to all Biafrans all over the globe. History will speak of Amano. Monument of Biafra will have you on their marbles because you have saved the lives of many that were pending the slaughter of one Nigeria with the connivances of Honorable Fulani woman who came to destroy many. Thank you, ma'am. All right, we then to
of Oyendu and myself. This was 2015. Look and push that on me. Let them see that I'm not
the screen as we continue.
Call you guys to come out to this fundraising, and I'm kickstarting.
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am.
It's the fundraising with $100.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know. California.
If you are just joining us, just share the program. just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kozi and we can lay rule and data. It's very, very important.
Mama, thank you.
This,
yeah, the fundraising is hereby declared open, and I expect the media to speak progressively as the fundraising continues. Yeah.
For you to do is to follow this order. PM has, our Prime Minister has ordered all genuine Biafrans to come together into bridging. Bridging is not backwards. Like some people will say, falling back is going backward. No. People, Biafrans with critical thinking will know that bridge structure. Bridging has already gone so far as, bringing us our liberation. So if we come together, we will do it better and faster,
Chineso Chris, over to you. Unmute yourself, Chineso Chris.
We call her Idejuna, meaning the pillar that holds the house. And the other day I said to her that her name has just made 360. Thank you, Ma, for clearing the confusion. Thank you for speaking truth to power. I know how close you are. Yet, you stood, you spoke. We still have some cabinet members who know the truth, but for some reason, they chose to conceal the truth. They chose not to open their mouths. They chose to sit and watch evil thrive. When you choose not to tell the truth, you will be gone by the wind. It's not going to take time because truth stands the test of time. On this note, I saw our supreme leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. He said, we must all remain consistent. And I say, you don't have to have a good memory to tell the truth. You just tell it as it is. When you are making it up as you go, that's when you are trying to. You can see how Idejuna spoke. I salute our Prime Minister. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Salute our duly elected acting Prime Minister. We must follow the rule of law. When you don't have the rule of law, you have anarchy. And we must embodiment of that we want. Out of Nigeria, we cannot, will never act as Nigeria and Nigerians. So I salute all Briggy officials. I'm not going to call people's names. Salute all Biafra citizens. And I welcome you to today's fundraising. I salute everyone that's doing anything positive toward the freedom of our land and our people. We say
because
thank you. We, as a group, remember the people that are being killed every day. Even today, the Nigerian government is still massacring our people. My brothers and sisters, I know we all listened to. She cleared a lot of confusion. And we understand that because Nigeria is such a lawless country, that the new generation have never witnessed anything good. The older generation, they are there, and every day they are being basked in lawlessness. Everything is messed up. Because of that, our people in the homeland, they move with emotion and they get confused and they follow any shiny lie. Recently, our sister Daddy Orama came out and delivered the message that she got from our own Prime Minister. That message is that everyone must fall back to the Biafra Republic government in exile, Brigi. To my surprise, and to the surprise of a lot of people here, people in the homeland may be confused. But men and women in diaspora are deliberately causing confusion with the word fall back. That is evil. Ladies and gentlemen, our PM said, fall back to Brigi. He has sent this message through multiple people. The one that has started sinking in was the one he sent through Adadi Orama. We will not go into trying to figure out why that one is the one sinking. But contrary to this deliberate attempt to continue to confuse our people, a segment of Biafrans are hell-bent on self-destruction. They tell people that, hey, fall back means really bad stuff. It means you have to forget everything that you've done and start from the scratch. No. No, Biafrans, fall back does not mean forget your referendum and forget the declaration. Far, far away from that. The referendum has been done, declaration done, and both ratified. And Brigi has every document. Fall back simply means that all Biafrans must, capital MUST, continue to work with Brigi because we still have work to do. Hello, Biafrans. The Prime Minister, even in multiple videos, as if he knew that this day would come, was educating Biafrans. Even in a program with Dr. Damages, he educated Biafra. What happened to us? The Prime Minister wants all of us to fall back to Briggy, so that we work with Briggy to liberate the United States of Biafra, which occupied. And we have to work with Briggy to gain recognition and be accepted as a sovereign, independent state. We need to keep our dignity. How do we keep our dignity? Surprising that lettered people with big letters before their names are even the ones misbehaving. Lying to the ones that they want to control. What is this thing that makes us wanting to control others? And we have to do it by all means. That is the reason I said that, Biafrans, we must put the rule of law first. Because nobody is above the law of the land as it stands now is the charter. Pick it up, read it, know your rights, know the things that you are expected to do so that people cannot be using your brains. The activities of liberating the United States of Biafra and gaining recognition for the United States of Biafra, which the Biafra Republic government in exile is the only legal entity that will get these things done, require you and I, both home and abroad. And when we are asking for help, we cannot recognize ourselves. You know, we use people that are legally licensed. Because sometimes I hear people say, oh, we got to this place we are without lobbyists. And we can do it. Hell no, you cannot. As I am now, I cannot just walk into Washington. Nobody can. There are people licensed to do this job. Biafrans, stop allowing individuals that have their own agenda to confuse you. We have to behave. We all need to fall back. I know that a lot of people have been confused and they are going, oh, how do I fall back? How do I? There are things that you have to do. First of all, you have to first of all give yourself some grace for all the people that were confused and misled, and they left the ball and started chasing the shadow. Call yourself back. Give yourself some grace and say to yourself, yes, I am a human being. I allowed myself to be deceived. Acknowledge that. And it is okay. Apologize to yourself because what you did affected you, affected me, affected everyone, especially people back home. So you need to apologize to yourself. And then, if you are one of the ones that castigated people, character assassinated people, apologize to them. Reach out to your fellow Biafrans. Biafrans that you knew stood firm, perhaps telling you, no, you shouldn't, and you go, no, we are already in USB, but hey, you are still sitting in New York, and hey, you're already in USB and are hiding, and even if you do anything in the homeland, you get arrested, and someone tells you already in USB. If you were deceived, call those friends that we are talking to. And some of the people that I talked to called me when this whole thing was going on. I explained to them. A lot of them are standing on the fence to follow because they understood, but something kept them from following. You are hearing my voice now. You can still call me. Once you do all of these things, you will see how liberated you're going to be. And to bring in officials from top to bottom, we must know that our people were confused. And for that reason, the whole confusion also did hit people. Some a little, others hard. That's where they fell. It's relative. Depending on how hard this confusion hits people, it may also take longer to bring them out. To our media team that are on space, I give you accolades for what you do every day. This is especially to you. You need to know that a lot of people may come with arguments, questions that ordinarily, to those of us that did not get confused, may find intolerant, may find useless. I love the thing that you guys did I think 2 days ago. You nominated people that have that cushion to speak when such a question comes. So we need to cut these people some slack while we give them room and encourage them to obey the order of the Prime Minister. Now, to all Biafrans, I hear this everywhere. Oh yeah, EM said to fall back. I've fallen back, but I don't like the APM. Hello! You even had the Prime Minister say you don't have to like. The Biafra is for you and I. That is why we will never run a government of personality. No, follow the rules. You don't have to like the APM. He is just doing his job. Just be for Biafra. Be patriotic. Like Biafra. Don't go drinking coffee with the APM. Don't go chatting with the APM. Do your own part as a Biafran so that we can finish liberating land and we go home. So my fellow citizens, it is really time. You've heard from Idejuno. You've heard from Adadi Oranma. We really do not need to keep speaking. And even when all of these things were happening, I am sure that some of you were going, oh, things are going so fast. Oh, why is our account there? Oh my goodness. Okay, why is the Fulani account? Hey, why are we leaving BLA? What on? Why are we changing the names? You were being bombarded with all of these things, and when you have a meeting with yourself, you refuse to tell yourself the truth. Now, we have our gallant women standing and telling you the truth. It's no longer coming from breeding. So I really hope that you hack it. So, fellow Biafrans, to support Idejuno and to get her some lozenges for her throat, I will support her with 300 HMA. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
I want to correct you. When Osulafia was Shady Ori. Shady Ori, one people like you, Abuho Biafra, maka onye ọbụla bụ nwere onwe anyị n'obi. You must love this government. Understand? You must love this government. Ihe anyị na-ekwu bụ ka ndebe anyị tinye aka ka anyị zọta be anyị. Anyị abịaghị ime gị ka ịfụ nwoke n'anya ofu nwaanyị n'anya. For your nation n'anya. Ịchọghị fall back. Remain there. I pray like God will tell Ngozi Orebele maka people like you are there to do to self. People like you, I can bet you that Kobogi Ababedi made this liberation our fight since day one. So some of you go obedient and some of you go GOS and some of you want Igbo Nigerian. Understand? You never believe us in day one. And you will never about this time you have to believe why. You got to go. And you are not going to keep it. You got to go. And you are not going to keep it. They get better. Mba. And you are like bag bola. Obu okay long. There more like la. I can what I'm one wine. And look long there again. La more wine la chon. I get what are Motor Obama. Michi ego gị ma ichi ego gị anyị ga-enwetara nwere
to listen to the other to listen to the truth.
I get that way. And I'm
ebe a ka nwoke mụ ịfụ nwoke n'anya maọbụ fụ nwaanyị n'anya mba ọ bụghị ihe anyị bịara abịaghị ego aka n'ike na-esi ihe anyị bịara bụ ka anyị tie aka gbakọrọ aka maka na ndị Igbo si na ogidigidi bụ ugwu eze na ọ bụ anyụkọrọ mamịrị ọnụ ọ bụ ụfụfụ anyị amanụla emegheri ala anasị ndị na-egbusie ndebe anyị ị nọrọ na soshal midia ala agba egbe ọnụ onye na-agbaghịla ebola full nation ka nọ Georgia latara nwa onwe ya bọga la fụlọshi ọhụ elu nge nwa na ebe a lasị iwu n'ọfọ ọba ọ sịkwala ọbụla full nation lọtani na lọta here drive around ka anyị fụ abịghị ọgbọlike Igbola full nation ala kụziri ehuo Prọfesọ Chioma abịaghị here to educate you ele akọ ka m erutere aka mfa ọ bụ ihe a na-agba gị nye ele akọ ọ bụ ihe anyị na-akọ ihe anyị na-akọ ọbụla anyị chọrọ nwere onwe ọbụla nwere onwe adịghị mkpa ọ dị anyị mkpa nke taa nke echi ọ dị anyị mkpa nke taa nke echi maka some of you abụghị some of you are never Biafran for one day. Some of you will send Ngozi Orebele to come and destroy what we are building. Send all of you to come here and they cause nuisance and they cause menace. Send on can they sabotage this God-loving movement, but to tell you that our PM
that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you. If you come and start in the way of freedom.
Sacrifice to join.
So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafran freedom.
Oh, no, I crush.
You are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate.
Did you get the point?
You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you. If you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you.
So shit, we are not here for joke. Eno shelo zanye, anya crush ya, anya wapia isi. Eyotagu. Chola ibe ebe we akali kelesi lili. Cha ibe ebe konye la bako baka. Nye jire mumu. No. You have to go that kind of nonsense. We are above that. Understand? We are above human destruction. We are above every junk.
For the freedom they have brought.
We are above every nonsense, every menace. Maybe they are mess and them bull, mess and them madanya. We are here to tell you what you don't know, because whatever you don't know is bigger than you.
Bibiafrans. Onye ọbụla na-etinye ego na akaụntụ Ngozi Olabeze ya biko. Don't take this idiot. And boy, I don't know the Onya ka nsị ka mbụ amakwara m ọkwa mmiri maka ozuzo. The same thing Ngozi Olabeze were onya kwechikachara ụmụ Igbo na-egbuchasị ha. Ndị ji aba amị ihe weta ya address everything about you. He has some meeting Ngozi Olabeze. Everything about you. He has some meeting Ngozi Olabeze. Onwe na so meeting Ngozi Olabeze. Ya abanye na ehe wegi. Ihe weta your address. Here will tell your destiny. Oh, also need you we dump Biafran liberation. Goes na paper. Identity hidden. Why Ngozi Olabeze we can't submit their address, their picture, everything about details about them. Why? Oh, my question. Oh, did you know? How just meet Ngozi Olabeze sample me pay their distance and they take their pictures. Ngozi Olabeze pictures, some of them. You know, no way they pick one after the other. After go take a picture of her, kick her out. After go take their picture, or kick her out. I try Zefa. Biafrans, even the go time. In a hiding, put out for me to see this thing yesterday. I didn't happy. I didn't see me going on a live program. What's not my Bia? Being a Biafra, not our homeland. Or being a Biafra, in the outside, one account on a Biafra land. Don't put money. Now account to Ngozi Olabeze with again. That is a good account on your case. You will account to Naba and Ngozi Olabeze with the pharmacy Diana. On your case, you welcome Mwaja. On your case, you welcome Mundibo. Don't put your money for that account again. If not, hire a pick go up and they a boogie. If you like, you listen to me. If you don't, the most important thing that now I got and the one on your side, I will. I can let go missing word. Oh no, I cannot don't do when so at all. Anything I want them happy. And I'm when we keep blanket. And we man over easy. Before how long about you Nigeria? How you want to Get let's see what you to be. during time of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even not today, during time of Obato Opie, why all these things in the during time of Ngozi Alabeze? Nobody wants to ask what is going on. Why? It goes to mono flag, Biafran flag. Ndudi be na turn the zoro oba. Nisi. Can we talk about the flag again? Can I flash here?
Biko tụsọzie ma ọ bụla ihe a na-eme dị gị mma tụsaa ya na ozu ọma ka anyị pụta iji.
With the United States of Biafra. Enugu State, you're welcome to the Solidarity with the United States of Biafra. We welcome Ebani State. Ebani State, you're welcome. Kwa State, you're welcome. Kwa State of Biafra, you're welcome. Owerri State of Biafra, you're welcome.
All of them
State, you're welcome. APS State of Biafra, you're welcome.
Apple, some of them 20,000
State of Biafra, you're welcome.
Hundreds of one.
Iduebon State of Biafra, you're welcome. South Atlantic State of Biafra is coming.
For this
South Atlantic State of Biafra, you're welcome.
Everybody they protest in Finland.
Welcome,
State. None do you protest
State of Biafra. That's a confederated
capital
territory.
They will defend our land.
Capital territory of Biafra State, you're welcome. State of Biafra,
propaganda match.
State
of Biafra.
You're welcome. State of Biafra, you're welcome. My state, welcome. Brandon, welcome to this wonderful occasion. Brandon, State of Biafra, State of Biafra. State of Biafra, you're welcome.
Everybody is bad.
Yeah,
State
Igala State of Biafra. In solidarity, Amambra State of Biafra, you're welcome. Amambra State of Biafra, become the indigenes of Edda. Welcome Your Highness to this.
Problem here. I go see here. These 3 native doctors. I don't want my problem. These 3 native doctors. This man is a pure native doctor. Dibia ko. Nando otie. Owu ni n'anya. Onye nka efuleba. Enweghị ọgba shu na ọkpa nka. N'ọkpa nke ọzọ ọgba shu. Onye nka nọ n'etiti gba shu n'ọkpa nke ọzọ. Ọkpa nke ọzọ ọgba shu. Likewise, this man not here, the same thing. Where's the Biafra and easy? And the so-called Exam is here. Organized. So-called Caterpillar is here. I don't need Biafra. Getting better for their uniform. Also, I don't worry about that. Don't ask anything about uniform. Because Nezam will be a private uniform. After all, Nezam will be able to go in uniform. Goes all about the may expose. So, I put on a house. I watch I work. Goes all about the group here. What they share. What a shame. Yaga jagwa Biafrans. Onye ọbụla na-etinye ego na akaụntụ Ngozi Olabeze wepụtara ya biko ya etinye ego na that account. Ya etinye ego na that account. Oh, you want your own. If not, hey, bịa kpụrụ uche address nọ na account gị. Ego na bata na account that account eji wee emele iji wee make sure that na-emere ndị unu niile arrest. Itinye ego na account ahụ, your details is out. Police, Nigerian police, the aware of that account. Nigerian army, the aware of that account. Hana monitor. Only one actually go na that account, leading to this arrest and megasi. As long as I'm not compulsory getting all your business. And I'm for your life and your family's life. Any account Ngozi Olabeze will put, don't put money. Ngozi Olabeze now work with the Nigerian government. Ngozi Olabeze now work with the Nigerian government. One of his agents called me this morning. One of his stupid agents called me this morning. Mama mumpike for Bamba Sekulo down. I will need again bank your phone and the block on. Baba mumpike and I tell number block again. Person yes. Number block ya or use another number. We bomb. So when you talk about bank cool down. Bring your voice down. No one can be like this, and only for you or the way I do it end up and bank the phone and the block again. We can go bank and block on ya. And I'm a block a bank on the phone and I'm banking on the phone and the man no more. You also want to him. Me I work by bank. The mama that even they may not spoil many things. Sake go spoil something. Obido ko kwala ma jambene. Kogide no gide to go gide to get giant we jwa ya ajuju. Say butu mo ya ne, ambutu ku nkem. Ai were pakene. This one we kosia. Mbido say konkem network anyewe so. I want we call to the call. Come on when you call that because network side osi adehuma. And I won't be here, mammy. I don't get. You also be a drum. I'm angry because this man confirm that only as this man is in good state. We confirm all that and that mean they do no then they kidnap home boys name which I say. So even the men side here now can have one. Nanda mean they do no they kidnap on them mother name which I say. But those are the head of Ngozi Olabeze. You watch the movie. And say it's an agreement. Or talk or to area the open say no, I told para the open. No, if you balam, they people, they want to get an under family, they do no. They kidnap our men, name state, they which us. At times, when one cap or up, or one under the badge says, was a Buddha person. The following Buddha person. One of a protest in the night, name state, or Caligofa. One can actually go sing Ngozi Olabeze this afternoon. I can go to those protests. Maybe don't have here. And maybe Nando Chow and I have the protest. Can go sing Ngozi Olabeze the sufferness of our people. Can go Ngozi Olabeze the suffer because also no one solo get. Solo get. Any power. Abi solo gate. You better be a solo gate. Also gate again. Solo gate. Every day solo gate. Solo gate. Stupid solo gate. Our land is under siege. I be on social media as a surrogate. Who cares about surrogate? Surrogate. And I'm not surrogate. Give it a surrogate. Let me tell you something. I'm a pure, complete Fulani woman. And the poor guy niru. Neganya no muriru ofuma. Onyo una wonya Biafra nwa aja na Igbo nna. Nenu ngozi ola beze anya niru. Ofuma enese ne mwade ona ya no pure, complete Fulani woman ko. Obulu omuru ihe ndị Igbo. Anyị ụmụ nwaanyị ndị Igbo nwere ọmụrụ ihe eji ama anyị. Nenu ngozi ola beze anya ofuma. Unu ya mara na ngozi ola beze nwere ọmụrụ ihe ndị Igbo. Ọmụrụ ihe ndị Fulani. Now this woman he defend his people. In the room can we wake it on Igbo land? Because if not, because all the best they have social media, even the way by war. Because all the best they can never one day tweet what is going on in our land. No matter now, no sort of outside the Enugu state. Because that's can go all the best. Maybe no more even in Biafra land. Maybe no more even in Enugu state. That I'm going to go see a and the corner Enugu state called the Menanabla. Call the Menanabla, call the Menimo state. Come idea. Then the name of you go 247. Who's he use the platform where he defend something he defend? You go 247, you idiot. I don't need evil like this. I want new one evil or if you want. Ego ne can go so beze kuroge. Ego ne can Nigerian government in the true go so la beze. No problem. Then I Biafran flag, you can do the Benaton on Nenu. Whatever Biafran flag, don't Nenu prank. Where's the going up and then you did Benato? Kebu nature mono na flag here. Nune songoza la beze. It will let Biafra, true Biafra. Can you feel nature wait for this flag like this? Why through Nigerian flag? Now Finland, eyes on your back. Eyes on your back. Eyes on the reform and you see. Then in another country and they may protest with their flag. Keifa nemi. Adana equal na nazo your and you see. Nazo the flag up. Ya will go see the nazo with the country. The country can never rise again. Or now what I oko. Now we're going this country oko. Or they may exist for me. On ya can go all a base the way higher Fulani debiative doctor. But Biazo don't Biafran flag upper. Ofu official. Ofu vele as a day na Biafran's flag. And the more you go see them. I'm a no day for ya. And then you know, I didn't know that they were not digging at that journey. Even now, we have them at that for a back and the and the whoop it up when I go see what. Is going to know ten different. And I'm amazing. Do you have one sabo? Hey, I want to work it over the I want to work it up one sabo. Bomb how many years? I don't think why not when you want after with another system. Yeah, but we don't have sabo every time empty the sabo. Every time empty. There is the kind of sabo season need the sabo. Measure upgrade. Hey, beg them. Na group of traitors. On no advisor on social media. Group of traitors. 8 years missing. 8 years photo na group of traitors. Them have to we them. Oh, me say, how make great woman? Oh, na man we great woman. 8 years in a group of traitors. Only can let ma dan note. Even Vava is open. I my name every time I don't know. I go with him but I don't was another back with the Madame Dodge. How much you upgrade? Change that system. I would not have now after Sabotua, traitors. I don't know. I run that now. I may want to open now. You see, that's nothing with anything. And I will never stop. Anybody who knows what I know, Fuchala this thing. Support almost a base is a flag of Fulani. Only boy for this flag. Only pure Biafra for this flag. Did you need Ankola or nature? I know who now is native doctor. Wovu should not. Of fresh to add here. A way for them operator. Ima no down dojo. Dojo the found. A way for tag account. I bet that now it's going to account to go all a base open. Mayor public. And then ban a tin account and we just say I fight for our land. And the judge closed one since December. A paper another one, so no don't worry, not intact. Nobody asks questions. Because if you ever did intact, a banana trying on the account. Where's or killing basically what you open account or dope? One of my judges initial I know. All come from this news. Can my spirit be awake or possible? So what is going on? On what bomb when you like to wave for you? On what bomb when you like to? I can't tell the public. I'm a nice bad draw. Some say anyway. The account, not like that on social media, which are the whole zoo government for your account. I show you on to the product account. Another one, but to that place, and they can put this one also. And nobody asks questions. Now you have one on social media. Now Nigerian government may make them under arrest. You say get them under arrest. Or even can you see guys them under arrest? Every time goes up the bed, they're addicted to woman at social media. So don't hide your identity. Open your camera, they don't hide it again. You don't know about the camera. Dama about the camera. You don't go to all the base. All the fundraising. Nigerian government. Nigerian government. Nigerian government. And as of the Kenya. On Nigerian government like this. Anyway, I'm gonna ask you. Yes, that you go explain tire. Yes, so I go explain tire. I didn't make explain. But for you, I go tire. And I one day, yeah, never talk about the. For you, one day, yeah, never talk about. I tell me more. And one more. I don't want idea even needed. I want them I even understand even needed. So, come for here. Can go sing us all a base. If on for be.
Chineke na-ekwe na-eme ebe a na afọ opi o maka Chukwu kịta ka m fụ ihe na-eme o maka Chineke na-eme moto park gasịrị ebe a nke na-agbasa blọk bụ ụzọ opi rodo ụzọ opi ego ebe anyị nọ wee ya maka Chukwu nke na-asị n'ọrụ opi rodo isi ụzọ opi ahụ ekwe okwu ya Chineke
Ngozi Olabeze ndị kidnappers nọ n'ụzọ Opiagụ wee na-ekidnap ndị mmadụ ndị nwere ndị amị. Ebee ka Katapila na ndị amị ya nọ? Ebee ka eze amụrụ n'obi na ndị amị ya nọ? Ka o just stop this madness. Oh, my question. All the people centralized military, at least military, and I ọkwa nke onye ezi ịkpọkọta ibu ihe egwu a basic na-ekidnap ka na-ekidnap ndị mmadụ na-ete na Ngozi Olabeze ebee ka ndị amị gị nọ? Oh, my question. Why our people that told afụfụ a? Why you just want joy in the back from the banana? Oh, my question. And that's on his Zambia. Ngozi Olabeze, go na your stupid defense minister. Ana konkwacha. Yana deputy onyami. Ebe ko no. Onyami at least intelligent and intelligent army. At least army America will obela me. No kwa de eziokwu maka onwe ndị na-eme cleaning. Nwe ndị na-esi nri. Nwe ndị na-azụ ụlọ. Nwe ndị na-ekparị ya. Nwe ndị na-asa efere anchawo ndị amị o. Amamu nke lụrụ alụ, amami jere oge lak, amani jere ọlụ ọgụ siri ya, amani jere ọgụ amambe mma akpọgasị ya akpọ, ngwụgwa mazi nke ijere, amani jere ọgụ sana hosel, onye ma nke ijere ede, ka ọ keri biazi ka ijere, I don't know. Mana asị m onye zọrọ obodo onye ọzọ azọ nke ọma dị ka ọwụ, a na-adụ ndụ bido pụtaba ilo ịnwe onye chọ ka onwe green paper America ọba ya amị ọ dịkwa n'obodo a ịchọ ga-enye gị akwụkwọ flas nkịta nkechi nkịta gede ya bago na amị enye gị akwụkwọ ozugbo ewulo onye amị ọtọmatik ewulo onye amị nke a na-ajụ na iti ya na akwụkwọ kịta iwu onye amị o ya wonwe ebe ọgọdọ na-ese ndị ga-ebe anyị ji nwunyu anya jere tigara front aka na-ajụ gị sọsị bi ma asụ oyibo anụrụ nke ị na-asụ oyibo mbọsị wa na-ada na-achị iwere oyibo ha sa ndụ ụchụ isi ndị ahụ ibe a na-akọ eje na ọmụdị na-asụ oyibo ama na onye ụchụ na-asụ oyibo ndị oji oyibo ha si isi mana sorry for you people eji oyibo ha samu isi ọ uju oyibo nu ji wee ha sabu isi yesterday wee je wepụta program ebe ese surrogate ndị ama ibe na-akpọ surrogate what is surrogate no the crocodile the crocodile hey oda o nwere ndị ama ibe na-akpọ the crocodile o nwere ama ibe ọwụ mana ka na the crocodile ha nụzi mgbe asị no under bridge crocodile who is take to play bridge Panuzi mgbe ekwu under bridge mana ba no the crocodile ifu taya chia ọkọmandụ wasage kwele kujele school ndu wanche ba gụrụ tọwa ko manu ngwa chani ngi na bread na mana ba udi senten mana nke mana metif tabako do ngolo onye ibe ni na social media with boribo iti pataka ọ ba nwa ndụ na social media ndị otu mu ndị iti na ngirish ke bụ na-eme agwa gị na akwụkwọ m iti agụmcha onye foto ovugo enwe noti ibe rekirọkịchọ eyi abịa ewepụta ya onwe nke so yuzi ha humble ọdụ onye asọ ọbata obie your excellency I don't call ọbata obie excellency I don't call him my prime minister. I call him Obatobie or Dragon. Dragon or Obatobie, and not happy Nazia. Oh, my excellency, oh, I would do you. Lay and I go Bitania. Oh, I kid Jeff Finland, twice me Jeff Finland. Quarin on a Finland. Don't say any more about Bibiafrans so. You may not be why you could before. Ime mote no be gwa ya okwu before. Mgbe anyị jere Finland, Ngozi Ọla-bụ eze. Mgbe anyị jere Finland, ịnọ na before ikwuo na ya eme ibe a, Ngozi Ọla-bụ eze nọ na Finland wee dress ya Biafra. Ịnọ na Finland wee dress ya Biafra. I deny gịnị na o jekwa ịnọ Finland. Why are you hiding? Ịnọ Finland ka ịnọ Finland. Ị kwesịrị ịnọ Finland because all looking in Finland. Ije Finland is a good thing. Ije Finland, but for you to hide, Ije Finland, Ije Finland, Finland, the land of Finland, that dress is then and when he came and accept, you was what you was say today. I think in an so I think it's all since you baby what Biafra was open. Oh, when baby what Biafra was open. Can chop a program ebe your minister of foreign affairs picture submit a picture I am share every submit the
gbaa mbọ ka idonyere anyị ọ bụrụ na anyị isonyere anyị mbọ na-atụsa ozi ya maka na ọ bụ ọnụnụ ka ọrụ ibe ya ka akwụkwọ ekwe kụọ ama agba anyị enyekwala gị breaking news ihe mmekwala ụbọchị taata never mean well for our people. They never mean well for our people. They are here to make sure that Fulani were aligned, but we say no to them. There goes your can you give breaking news?
April fino qui a boom loro, de run.
You're right to support this government. But today, they are breaking news from Biafra Defense Force headquarters. Ebozia Sabradi. Tupu anyị apịachie, IG nke were Lepchachie Lobostat.
Pure 100% journalist.
Apart from Igbo pure 100% journalist, and one force age when I'm again.
Adaja.
There you have an economy to contend with.
Okalo ge bombandi ebola otobola igboku okute BTV dollar jarage aji oge bombandi ndim agba ajụjụ ọnụ ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ ndị nọ n'ụlọ ozi anyị ka anyị si gba ajụjụ ọnụ mana tupu anyị agara iru anyị chọrọ ime ka ịmata ofu gọọmenti ka anyị nwere n'ala Biafra akpọ Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Ọ bụ Biafra Republic Government in Exile bụ ụgbọ ga ibute USB blaki ya ụlọ otu aka anyị were na-ajụ gị nke onye malega ntị ọ bụrụ ya na-eme na amasị gị nke na-atụsara anyị ozi a bụ oritipu ma riti ma nke kachasị nke bụ biko ịmara ihe ọbụla ị ga-eme were kwado ndị agha anyị ka ha nwee ike were kapa ala anyị. Ọ bụ okele ọrụ dịrị mụ na gị dịka nwa Biafra ajụghị ada ndị mbụ na nga egide ọ dị ka ọ bụrụ na asị oge nke na ọ dị ka Ngozi Ọrabaeze nwere ike ịbịachi azụ n'ogburi gị ka anyị nọ n'ọnụ gị.
Ọzọkwago chefugo oge mpele na the cabinet complete. Chefu Sani Akalawa na the cabinet complete. Chefu Bam she can never come back. Only Adara for destroy. Adara for the hobby because all also because Ọrabaeze is a mother. Obi ene na wa. Africa wala this is no longer sick. Tell this woman, an Igbo woman, oh, you but not like Rioto, if not like redivide the more. You must to back. Then the back is no protect. I be just now DPM of Biafra. And you so solo and you power.
anyị na-apịachi ebe a wee na-asị gị onye ọma na-ege ntị nwekwa anyị mgbe ọzọ ọkwali ebe na n'ozi ya si agbara gị ọbụla ụwara igwe okwu okwute BTV osila agara gị biko gbaa mbọ na ihe ọbụla ị ga-eme ka anyị were nwere onwe anyị. Ihe anyị chọrọ nwere onwe nwerekwa ihe ọzọ ị ga-enye anyị karịa nwere onwe ị ga-enye anyị. Ọ nwere onwe ka ị ga-emere anyị obi adị anyị mma. Ejide ayịya were mara ndebe anyị, ejide ohi n'anya were mara ndebe anyị, eji ha ntọ were mara ndebe anyị. Mana tata nye nna aha afọ dịrị ihe anyị na-afụzi ịghọtago. A sịla m ihe afụghọ na ike nne ehi afịala nke nwa ya ọ bụ arụ. Biko ọ dị mkpa ka mụ na gị ka isi anụ ozi a ka anyị gbasa ozi a ka anyị gwa ndebe anyị mkpa ọ dị anyị nwere onwe anyị. Anyị gwa ndebe anyị mkpa ọ dị anyị nwa ịlaba anyị. Anyị gwa ndebe anyị mkpa ọ dị anyị nwa isi n'oru a were pụọ. Biko gbaa mbọ wee nọnyere anyị dịka mgbe ọbụla anyị ga-agakwa ọzọ. Ọ bụla isonyebedara anyị n'inye onyonyo a klikie your notification button oge ọbụla anyị bịara online. Ọ ga-eme ka ị mata ma anyị abịago inwe ichekwanye ozi ọma nke Chineke mgbanụ ka ọ nacha ndebe anyị ụbọchị nta ka anyị chọrọ were ntị. A sịkwa ngị nwa onye mmadụ ege ntị na ihe ọma ga-emere gị igbuola ihu ị ga-ebute mma, igbuola azụ ị ga-ebute mma, igbuola aka na ị ga-ebute mma, igbuola aka ebe ị ga-ebute mma. Ihe ọma ga-emere gị leke mere gị lori mere gị lapụ mere gị na mbụ. Dịka agbasa ozi a asị m Chukwu okike abịa ma Chukwu ndị mbụ ndị egedegede mbụ ndị ichie ndị ọzọ ya gbasakwara gị ozi ọma nke ndụ gị, ya mekwara gị biznes gị advat dịka ị na-akwado ozi ọma Biafra, dịka ị na-eme ka ozi ọma Biafra na-ejezi ụwa niile. Asị m otu a ka Chukwu ga-eme ka ihe niile ị na-eme na-ejezi ụwa niile. Ọmaka mere gị okporo ole anyị asị ya were nke arịsị ụmụ mmụọ. Ọ chekwa nke ọ ga-eme anyị ọdachi ekwenya. Ọ chekwara anyị ọnwụ ya bụrụ ọkụ ụzọ lakpụ ụra ụbọchị njọ ụkwa m afọ anyị ama. Ọ hapụrụ gị ugbu ọmụ nkwụ anyị si aka gị onye ogbu ọfụrụ anyị lechi ihe gburu nwa anyị si ihe gburu nwa ga-egbu ya ọfụrụ anyị lechi ihe gburu di ya ihe gbukwara di ya ga-egbu ya ọfụrụ anyị lechiri ihe gburu nwunye ya ihe gburu nwunye ya ga-egbu ya anyị si ọmaka mere gị ka ha bụ ndị nwere ihe nwụrụ ntutu taa sịla anyị ama nwụrụ onwe anyị na njem nwụrụ onwe anyị si isi ga-ekpu ha ka ha were ego ha laghachiri Ngozi Ọrabaeze were lenye ndị ebube agụ ka e were gbugbo ndebe anyị a sị ndị ebube agụ nne tiri ego a were nye ha ga-eje gbuo ibe gị ọ bụ ọfọ anyị gụrụ maka ọ bụ ọgụ eji ọfọ ka anyị na maka anyị erudiri ugwu si ndị ugwu kwalie ka anyị biri ibe ha anyị erughị na ndị ofe mmanụ si ha kwalie ka anyị biri ibe ha ihe anyị na-asọba ala anyị asị ọbịara bụ onye abịa gburu ya ọlaba mkpukpu afọ ya n'azụ mana nke bịara abịa igbu egbu anyị asị ma ọlaba mkpukpu gafịa n'azụ leke ọ gafịa n'ori ọ gafịa na afọ ọ gafịa na nkwọ maka ya bụ ọgụ eji ọfọ ka anyị na-alụ asị ma ọmaka mere gị gị nwa bụ nwa Biafra ji ozi obi gị ọ bụrụgodị na ịmadị ama were soro Ngozi Ọrabaeze bataba nsogbu adịghị ala Biafra ga-agbaghara gị ma ndị kpachara anya mmacha nke bụ eziokwu were ekpugo ihu n'ala asị m ihe otu anyị sikodo arụ na mpụ ihe arụ na mpụ ga-eso nni na eke so nni na ori so nni na afọ so nni na nkwọ otu a ka ụmụ Biafra niile n'ụlọ nwa niile si agwa ụfọdụ usi ụnụ ma nne bụ ndị hụrụ ntịtị taa sịla enwedị ihe mere ka anyị ghara inwere onwe anyị a sị na ihe nwere onwe ga-adịla ụzọ gị Chukwu okike ga-anọnyere gị ụbọchị ọbụla ịnọ na mkpa ị ga-afụ onye ga-azọ gị nke nwa bụ onye na-eti 1 eje 2 eje mma 3 eje mma 1 million eje mma 10,000 eje mma a sị m ụbọchị ọbụla mkpa ego ga-abịara gị Chukwu ndị mbụ na ndị egedegede mbụ ndị ichie ndị ọzọ okwu mmụọ niile ji hụ ala Biafra ha ncha ga-agbatara gị ọsọ enyemaka otu iji esikwa ụgwọ ahụ ịma daịla ụgbọ ịma banyịkwala nga ma nne bụ ndị niile na sọpọtụ Ngozi Ọrabaeze si arịbala ọmada a sị m obodo ọbụla ị nọ aja atụkpu gị la nga obodo ọbụla ị nọ ihe mgbu ka ị gele enwe tata bụ nkwọ bụ ikuku a sị m ikuku ọbụla ikuru tata ga-ekuchitọba gị maka ọ bụ oge o ji ọfọ ka anyị laa mana nke nwa na-akwado na-eme ihe niile ị nwere ime asị ezigbo nwa afọ chọrọ ka ndebe ha nwere onwe ha a sị m ala mbe nna kwado gị ihe ọbụla ị na-eme ala Igbo kwado gị mmụọ niile eji hụ ala ha nọnyere gị ịma yọkwa nri ma ha bụ ndị niile were ego ha werela sponsọ Ngozi Ọrabaeze ụnụ ga-ayọ nri na eke ikwu gị ga-ayọ nri ndị mbịarambịa ga-ebichi ama nna gị ịma dịkwa ndụ fụ ihe ọma n'ụwa ọ bụ ọfọ anyị na-agọ maka na anyị ataala afụfụ ebe ọ dịla mma ndị be anyị na-ebezi akwa ha chọrọ ịlata be ha iwere ego gị na-enye nwaanyị Fulani si abịa gbube ndebe anyị in the history of freedom anyị na-achụ ndị ebube agụ the worst terrorist ewere wetaba anyị onye si gị la ụlọ azụtara gị freedom ya were kpọrọ ndị ebube agụ na werela sponsor ha were ego gị were lenye ha iwere si ya ele akụrị aka ele asị adịba ịlakiri otu o si efe isi wanda ofekpakpu olu ahụ gba m one single thing just lisiere m one single thing nwaanyị akpọrọ Ngozi Ọrabaeze enweghị nye o mere bụ nye niile ga-enwetakwa freedom a si kụsaa ya isila ọ bụ ihe dere gị ebe ịkwado ya mbanụ nna asịla ome mma na mmaanyị ome njọ na njọ ụbọchị nta anyị achọla owere nchi ọmụkwana m okwu na ọ bụ onye nta akụkọ ka mbụ ebe ozi ya si bịara gị bụla ụwara igwe okwu Okwute BTV ka ọmaka mere gị ndebe anyị ngwa onye ji eko ya kọrọ ya ka ọ dị ụbọchị onye ohi ga-akwa nne ya ka anyị jee chọọ mkpokiri ite anyị na ngaji anyị na mma anyị furu efu mgbanụnụ ka o mesịa nụ mma ekwugo ofuole na ụwọrị mgbe onye ohi ga-akwa nne ya anyị eje chọọ mma ekwu anyị ka anyị mara ka o si adị mgba marakwala ofu gọọmenti ka anyị nwere n'ala Biafra bụ Biafra Republic gọọmenti na-eza enweghịkwa gọọmenti ọzọ onye sịkwa gị lọọ USB ọkwa brigi ga-akpọlata USB ụlọ ọ brigi leje la Washington DC ọ brigi leje alọb in the whole world ọ brigi la sponsor ndị lọbi enweghị ọkwa eni entity ọzọ enweghị ọkwa ihe ọzọ dịka ndị leje iweta ọkwa naanị brigi bụ ndị lemia ka ọ dị possible ya mere iji ezi were kwado dis brigi wee mee ya ka ọ bụrụ ihe pụtara ihe. Ọ bụrụ na ịfụrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'anya dịka isi kwu, ọ bụrụ na ịfụrụ Maazị Simon Ekpa n'anya dịka isi kwu, ị ga-agba mbọ were kwado Biafra Republic gọọmenti na-esa dịka e nyere ya n'iwu. Otu a ka o si wee dị. Ka e nwesịa nụ n'ụbọchị tata, Okwute BTV.